Nothing
Good
You're gonna
response,
backstab.
everybody.
Yeah. Okay, Eric's gonna kill me. What are you gonna use, Eric?
5.2 bow, war bow, in full 5.1 cloth.
Okay.
Light armor.
Yeah, and that's a good point. The cloth, whether it was tier 3 or tier 7.1, it wouldn't matter. You would still do the same amount of damage to me, potentially. Oh, I didn't start my timer, but that's okay. Okay, and that's all recorded there. I'll get up in a second.
Shall I redo it?
Maybe in a second, or if you want to try something else, I can time it. I don't know if anyone else timed it. It is recorded too, so it certainly I can take a look at the time on the recording that we'll put up on YouTube. So
Okay.
Yeah, definitely use ability Zembo. It's a very basic DPS test to show people how much you could do if you were fighting the worst enemy in the world or somebody we stun locked or something.
Okay.
So yeah, whoever wants to kill me next.
I know it's not intended to be super precise, but people's skills in the, in the Destiny tree, of course, will affect the item power as well.
You mean the power up type thing? Yeah.
Yeah, like how many ranks they have in that tree actually, affects the power and the damage that they do with that type of weapon.
Yes, yeah. Now, will that show when Eric inspects his power of?
Nope.
So there's no real way to tell that. So 1035 is his item power. So.
You can add them up pretty easily though. If you go to your tree, it shows you right there.
Yeah. One option there too would be to try. Yeah, and obviously there's a difference if it's epic or legendary or whatever. Like Eric's weapon was masterpiece, so that's another 1 DPS per second. The main differences will be very marginal. Like it would take a lot of levels to gain a return, but you might get a couple DPS. Cool. Okay, let's. Who's killing me next? Vera, what do you got?
I'm in the tier 6 cloth and the 4-1 dual daggers.
For 4-2?
Yes.
Cool. Oops, that's wrong. Dual. So just showing the potential for the sleep ability. Of course, that's interesting. It's showing the Z over me even though. That's pretty good still. That's 14 seconds. And part of that would have been a second or so just, showing off the other abilities that I can use that aren't damage abilities, of course. Raven, what do you got there? Crossbow?
Yeah, crossbow, light armor. Berserk helmet.
Heavy crossbow?
Yeah, heavy crossbow 5.2.
Okay, yep. Yeah, and if anyone has a 4.3 to try after, I'd be curious to see the difference with the two. Okay, so that's the Berserk to get some extra damage going in. Your damage is upping. The Q, of course, has been changed recently. The explosive shot that goes off about 5 seconds afterwards. And nicely at 15 seconds.
He also put caltrops on you to start.
Yep, so maybe it was 15.78 seconds, so maybe it was like 14 and a half type thing. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, but the caltrops does some damage. Is that what you're mentioning? Or just
yeah.
I gotcha, yeah.
Yeah, I did Berserk and then caltrops, explosive arrow, and then Q to finish it up.
Nice. If you don't mind throwing some tier 3 or 4 or whatever plate 2 and just try that again, see what the damage is. Actually, can you do the 4.3? Do you have that handy?
Yeah, I can go get it.
Cool.
Just let someone else do something real quick.
Embo, take a stab. Now, I know your one ability will push me away, but maybe just use that at the end to finish me off. And Embo, you said you're in the 5.2, is that correct?
Yes, 5.3 light, 5.3 weapon.
Nice. Nice big smack at the beginning there for 339. The damage isn't as big for the individual strikes, but then you get some big smacks every once in a while, so you're actually pretty close in timing. So that was 17 seconds total. Very close to the other damage. That's really good. That's in the
But I
white.
dropped my
Sorry, Embo, say again?
I just dropped my stun as well, which I would use in fights instead.
Right, yeah. So you had overpower, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Right, some more damage, but less utility for your roll. Cool. And Diamond, what do you have there? You got the 4.3?
Same setup, but the 4.3, yeah.
Yeah, let's try it.
It'll be with a 5.2 light.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's hard for people to compare sometimes, I think. So 270 on some of the hits, whereas his were doing 3-something. And the damage has been lower in general, 63 instead of the 70, but then you got a 270 hit again. Although I think you're about to equal the time. Yeah, 16.5 seconds, so basically the same time.
There was no berserker there, right?
Nope.
Okay. So
Will any weapon work?
say again?
Are you testing any weapon?
Yes, yeah, any weapon's fine to test, but axe, sword, and spear and holy staff are some of the ones that we should definitely test.
Okay, this is the 4.3.
Okay, go for it. Okay, so we're back to the crossbow now with the still the cloth and the berserk helmet, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. .444 on your sweeping bolt. That's against leather with 62 resists. .14.5 seconds. That's good amount of damage with the. Of course, you aren't as mobile, and some of your abilities are channeled abilities, but they've got pretty short cooldowns, so it's some trade-offs, but nice ranged weapon. And really, that was almost as fast as daggers, and yet you can be further away from the person.
Yep. The tricky part is with the Q. You can't move when doing it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Grim, you want to try your stuff?
You know, I only have heavy armor, and I don't have any of those weapons that you need tested.
Okay, actually that's perfect. Heavy armor with the 6 though, 6.2. I'm curious to see how much of a difference it makes for damage. Like, does it take about 30 seconds for you to kill me? Or just 22? Or what? Like, is it still... That's worth seeing.
Sure, yeah. Do you want me to go get a 4.2 staff to make it a little more even?
A 5.2 would be perfect, because then we could compare that to the 5.2 that Embo used. Actually, you could just borrow Embo's staff there, maybe. If you can use it.
I have a few different ones if you want to.
I've actually got one in the bank right here, 5.2. I'll grab it real quick.
Sure, yeah. Anyone else that wants to go in there? Oh, Renoa, go for it.
I'm using a 4.3 scythe with full T6, 6.1 cloth.
.475 in the first hit, 242 on the next hit, 296, 242. 9 seconds. Not even 9 seconds. It's a good thing they're buffing that.
Well, to be honest, I was a little worried. I was thinking it was going to take 10 seconds there.
Evening, guys.
Hey JD, how you doing?
Good.
We're just killing me on the Guild Island here. I'm recording it for the devs. So yeah, no question, the scythe is still great. Now, like the daggers, you have to get into their faces and stuff. That could be rough depending on what you're wearing. I'd be curious to see it with plate if you can do that at all there, Renoa, just to show the difference.
I only have like T3 plate.
It doesn't make a difference for damage though, right? Like if you do T3 plate, it'll be
No, I guess you're right.
yeah, because it's the damage is a passive that doesn't change
Yeah.
with level, which is a good thing for anybody watching to know too. That because we had someone the other night, they were like, "Oh yeah, but all I can wear is tier 4 cloth as the damage dealer in this dungeon." I was like, "Put it on. You will do so much more damage." Eric, do you want to try your 5.2 again, and we'll time it?
Yeah, sure.
Do you need me to get on my alt for a spear?
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, because we don't have our 3 main pike guys are off playing a different game at the moment.
Okay.
So what are some of the abilities you're using there, Eric?
First I activate Berserker, and then I do the stun. And after that, I do the spell called Explosive Arrows, and then I apply the dot with the Q.
Okay, yeah. Yep, we're going putting multi-shot on and trying that. That's been buffed recently, so.
Oh, okay. I can try that.
Might be worth trying. That was 16.5 seconds, so
okay,
that's good. Graham, let's try it.
So this weapon is 1059, and I have another 80 in skills.
Okay.
Do it. It'll still be 30 seconds with the beam.
Yeah. Yeah, so earlier it was about 16 to 17 seconds with a similar weapon in cloth, just showing the difference with the plate. Oh, yeah, no, sorry, 1 second. It's 5.3 in terms of the plate, 5.2, so similar weapon to what was being used before. We're at 22 seconds now. We're at 40 seconds. 43 seconds.
Whoop.
I have a holy staff too with smite. You want me to try that?
Please, yes.
So Rook, I have the same weapon that Grim just used in full light, the exact same. I was using a different one last time. If you want to see the same one with full light instead.
Okay, that would be perfect. Thank you. Nasa says player does not exist. Is it a 0 instead of an O? Okay.
Oh, you're
okay,
gonna have to send it again. I was reforging,
sure.
sorry.
Yep, no worries. Ah, 42 seconds. Go ahead there, Embo.
.3 leather, 5.2 weapon, and I'll just use the same spells he was using.
Okay. Nice to see it right after the other one too. Okay, there's a significant difference from the 5 point when you were using before, yeah. But not surprisingly, we're at 23, 24 seconds. So literally almost half. Which is kind of surprising because it's a 70% damage buff. If you hit inventory and then details, when you look down, what do you see for? guess I
Damage
should've-
70%. Yeah, 70%. I got 5 helm, 5 body, 60 body, 5 helm, 5 boots. So
Right.
70 total. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I guess up near the top, but yeah, perfect. Renault, go ahead.
T6 Holy Staff with full T6. I'm gonna open with Magic Focus and then just Deep Smiting.
Okay. Watch, he'll beat the daggers. 301 per hit. Holy crap. I was kidding. 15 seconds.
Sight's the one.
Yeah, but that's
But
fast for
that's for the healer.
A healing staff.
I had jokingly said to the devs that I was like, yeah, well, with the changes, it sounds interesting, but we might run a whole group of healers like we did in Guild Wars 1 type thing. 1 second, guys. That work?
Mhm.
There you go. Okay, and
You wanted to see Scythe with the plate?
yes, please. Yeah, and I do have the combat. I think I got off the combat lockup and the recording. I started the timer a bit late, but I'll add a second. So again, here we got 116 showing up as one of the most common damage numbers. Can you tell me when you use your W?
I opened with my W.
Okay. If you get to use it again, let me know.
I don't have the mana to.
Okay. So we're at 26 seconds.
There was no Berserker buff there, right?
I'm in plate gear.
Yeah, no Berserker buff. He certainly could have, with plate, could have a Berserker helmet, and that would make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's certainly a significant difference, again, just to show people what they're... Oh, JD, what do you got?
Tier 6 fire.
Okay, let's do it. And most importantly, too, Nos is going to bring over the fire or the spear to get ready for some testing tomorrow night. 587, I think that was, or 567. $16 seconds, maybe 15 in a bit. So I think, to me, that's interesting too, because sort of like the, the daggers, the crossbow, the fire staff, a lot of them are all around that same level of damage, and yet several of them are range damage. Several of them can hit other people around them, like with the sweeping bolt or with the some of the fire damage that could. That's potential.
JD had a torch in offhand. If he had a book, he could have a bit more DPS maybe.
Try my daggers again with Enrage.
Sure. Go for it.
Can I frazzle you to death too?
Yeah. Full DPS test, man. It's check every weapon, see what the basics are. It's good, actually. We're almost done too. So, just whoever it was it Ver? You want to hit duel?
Yeah, it says Ver.
Yeah, cool.
Then what are we gonna do with these 12 PvP equipped people?
I don't know. I have an idea though.
Whatever could we do?
Test our DPS and other people.
Test. That's exactly. You're gonna go do a DPS test. You just stand here while I root you. Oh, That made
Oh.
a big difference, of course.
Wow.
10.5 seconds. And they would have to be pretty on the ball to cleanse that with the nature staff to stop or to hit retaliate so that you can't or stone skin before you when they get those. What is it? 3 stacks you had on me?
Correct.
Or you can ice block.
There's something I wanted to try with this war bow.
Yep.
This is the 4.2 war bow.
Okay. Yeah, and we had Eric earlier with the 5.2. Go for it.
Yeah, I spec with the multi-shot now.
Okay. I will do Eric right after then to keep. Go for it. And then after Eric, Nuss. 228. 228 again. Oh, you're trying the Q.
I should have auto attacked there, but
Yeah, the Q on the lower bow actually might do more than that. Like the rapid fire has been changed because that was 20 seconds.
I just wanted to see if just spamming Q opposed to going the W, which is the fire arrow, or the explosive arrows, would change anything.
Right, right.
I felt like that was slower, though, to be honest.
20 seconds, it was slower. And you can't move, and it's channeled ability, all those problems. At least if it was better for PvE, that'd be good. 205, I think, with the multi-shot, so that was good. Another 205 with the multi-shot. Let's get down to 167 because your other buff has gone off, but you're at 15, 16. We just hit 17 seconds, so that was actually slower than the poison, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, it might be finger trouble, of course, just me pushing buttons here, but it's recorded there so you can take a look at it.
You know
Let's
what
see the spear.
You know what I think it is?
Or halberd, sure. Yeah.
So I have 2 spears, a pike, and 2 halberds with different specs.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going to be better, this forest of spears or this. I'm going to try this one first.
Yeah, let's get an idea. Let's just describe your gear first, and then we'll get back to Raven's comments.
Yeah, it's basically going to. I'm going to just run the 4-3 light set, and on this one we're just going to use the 4-3 halberd.
Okay, go for it. So an interesting combination of, wow, 600 damage there with the one hit to 228. There's some magic damage happening at the same time. So a big spike. Now the damage is a lot lower now and the time is creeping up pretty quickly. We're at 20 seconds, 21 seconds. Actually, sorry, no, but I started early, so that was 19 seconds actually. So some big spike damage, but then in between. But that's interesting. I like spike teams. Like if you can go in with 3 guys and hit the same guy for 600 damage each, that's huge.
Okay, I'm guessing 17 seconds with this change.
Okay. And then we'll get back to finishing the spear line there. So some 312, some big hits. Certainly some really good initial burst. It's certainly fading off. We're at 20 seconds already. 21.
Wow, that was different then.
Yeah.
I guess going the E is, I mean going the other one is better.
Possibly, yeah.
I figured with the poison arrow you could start to stack the damage and then just use the W. But it's actually, it seems better to just go with the sniper shot or whatever that spell's called.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't use that though as much in PvP if I can get a Q that's close.
Yeah.
So we're going to try the. This will be the 4-3 with Force of Spears instead of the big hit that we had.
Okay.
Or instead of the, gosh, I'll figure it out when it's done. We'll just test this out.
Yeah. So again, getting a lot of 86, 46, then a nice spike of magic damage. All 99 per hit. 584 with another big smack there. 18 seconds. So that was quick. And really interesting point too, that the Force of Spears, I didn't even know that that was all magic damage. Is it basically that it's not that all abilities are magic damage or anything like that? I don't want to be a total noob here, but is that the case? Because the other damage was from one of your melee skills that did 500 and something. Is there any easy way for a new player to tell what's going to be magic or physical damage?
The color.
The color of the skill?
The color of the numbers.
Color of the numbers, sure, yeah. But can you tell from like the like my Earth Shatter is a red skill? I mean, that's not going to tell me if it's magic damage or physical, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, but Rooting Smash will say it deals physical. Force of Spears is magical, but it just says it will deal 154 damage. It doesn't say physical or magic on it, on the tooltip.
Okay, let's finish the spear line here.
Okay, this will just be a tier 4 spear, but this time I'm going to go with the Forceful Charge, try and stack up to my Reckless Charge. That'll be the big damage.
And this has all been with cloth, correct?
Yep, 4-3.
So we're at 20 seconds now. And again, this isn't comparable in some ways because it would be about a tier 6 spear that would have the same power level.
Exactly.
That was 30 seconds.
And I do have a pike if you want to do that.
Yeah, please. This is one of the main issues that the devs are looking at right now, is just trying to figure out, what's an appropriate level for the spears. Why is nobody using them? And
I can say right off the bat, the Q change I really dislike in the spear line, and I don't think I have another option other than the one that they change it to.
yeah, and they're about to fix that too, so I think you'll find that's different here within a few days.
Yep. All right, so this will be the pike. Pretty much the only thing I get here is the harpoon.
Yeah,
And
which
I'm
no
gonna run
mistake,
Forest of Spears as well.
Okay. Yeah, and obviously a lot of utility to that skill. If you can demonstrate it too, just so it's on recording, that's good. That I can back up a bit if you want to.
Yeah, back up a little bit.
Sure.
Right about one step further up. Oh, I mean to me. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Right by the chest.
Right about there is close. Yep.
Okay.
That should be about max range for me.
Okay. That's awesome. Still good spike there with the Force of Spears, 86 layers. I don't know, 5 or 6 layers of that. And interesting to note too that even if they're on an ox or a horse, that still works. 18 and a half seconds roughly.
Yeah, and with the Q, I know you said they're going to change that. The stackable on it, I'm assuming, is going to be the slow by 6% for 14 seconds. So that's pretty much what the spear's big utility piece is as well.
Okay, yeah.
And on the halberd, as a notable,
yeah.
the Rooting Smash. I'm not sure if they changed it, but I know the tooltip now looks different from what it used to be. It used to be you had to stack it up, and depending on the stacks, it would stun for longer. It never gave a tooltip. Right now it's saying it will deal physical damage and root the target for 9.25 seconds, which is pretty nice as well.
Okay. Let's definitely test that tomorrow night. That'll, if you're available. That's we don't have anyone to test that who knows enough about it at the moment, so you'd be the guy for that if you're up for it.
Yeah, I'd be willing to help out. I'm off tomorrow.
Cool. Anyone else that wanted to kill me quickly before we wrap this up and get to some real PvP? Halmar with the axe, maybe, or Kimchi with the curse.
Yeah, I can. I'm in heavy with a 4-2 axe.
Sure. Go for it.
Did we test the arcane staff?
I don't think so, no. To see if it's viable, like solo stuff, or
Just to see the frazzle damage that nobody
sure.
uses.
Yeah, we get JD to do that.
What am I doing?
Just showing the arcane damage. It's still respectable damage in plate. Like, I can see why the scythe is so good too. Some 191s for some big hits. And you could, because of the plate, you could probably wear the Berserker helmet depending on, whether you're being hit. So 28, 29. Do you want to borrow some like tier 3 cloth or whatever you can wear for cloth, Halmar, to see the difference?
I have T5 cloth if someone needs it.
Yeah, I've got some cloth I can go grab real quick out of the bank.
Sure. And Kimchi for the curse. Oh yeah, and then the arcane, sorry.
Oh, you should be using the .1, Kim.
Don't worry, man. JD
Oh, you
got
do.
me.
Never mind. You do.
So that beam's hitting for 84, plus some dots for 26. Maybe that's the auto attack damage, actually.
I'm gonna get my curse, but I have better representation.
Yeah, this is...
Take that, take that.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That's all comes down to gear, eh? I think.
Was there a death's curse applied?
I didn't
Well,
see
it's
one.
tier 5. It shouldn't be that different.
Did you have the wrong
Please.
order of stuff, maybe?
Please cut this part
Okay.
out. This.
It should
Someone
be a
else-
double-
I would have loaded you up with a full bomb.
Yeah,
Should be a double
show them how to
Q.
do that, guys.
Yeah, it should be a double Q and then put the death's curse and then triple Q.
Yeah.
Or the third Q should be applied after for maximum.
Kimchi, we got some training to do because that was 30 seconds. Someone's going to show you here.
Okay.
Okay.
My curse staff is going to cost me $5,000 to go get. I'm not going to get it right now.
Well, if you want Kimchi, if you duel him, and you stack the Q, just hit him with one Q. Then prepare your second Q, hit him with that. That way that stack keeps applying. Then you're going to use your Death's Curse. And then upon the Death's Curse, you'll cast your third Q, which will have maximum stacks, and that'll basically be the explosion at the end there.
Okay. I take note.
And you'll see a great increase. And then as your third stack is applied, you can use your beam at the end as well.
That's more damage than I expected.
Yeah, no buffs either. That's not bad.
Yeah. 20 seconds.
Yay!
Yeah.
Boo!
We're going to get an arcane staff buffing a holy staff, and we're going to... Nice. I think Halamar's doing the cloth.
Yeah, I got the 4-3 light chest.
Yeah, the arcane buffing the holy staff is the Wrath of the Sidekick combo.
We gotta... Can we... Too bad you can't 2v2 and stuff like that, eh?
Yeah. We have to go to yellow, drop guild, do all kinds of crap to do that. So soon though.
Are you able to do that in a guild arena? Like, are guildies allowed to fight guildies?
That's not in the game just yet, but 16 seconds there, Halamar.
Nice.
So it's not Scythe, that's for sure, but it's up there.
What'd the scythe do, like 9.5 seconds?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good god.
That's without being boosted by an arcane staff.
Yeah, we should buff it again, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. That's the feedback we should give. Yeah, we gotta show our healer Kimchi how to fight. There we go.
Can I borrow that curse staff real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we need a better curse staff representation. 20 seconds is too long for a curse staff.
It's 30.
Oh, it was 30?
Yeah.
It'll be upgraded on this attempt.
You should use a torch with that.
So you can see the 2 stacks. Now there's the 3rd stack on me. The bomb will go off here in just a second. Bomb went off for 567. 2 more stacks on me again. Beams on me, and we're at...
And we're done.
21 seconds. That's not fire staff or a crossbow or anything else damage.
It's also comparable to what we did with the spear, though.
Yeah, it was
because with the
T6.
spear we had a tier 4, so if we had a tier 6 curse staff, we'd be seeing
Right.
the results.
Yes, yeah, good point. That was just the 4. Yeah. Yeah, no, important point. Good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's much more damage, of course. That's is that 35% increase or more?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just by the order of the spells.
people commonly use the 0.1 with a heavy chest and then a torch, and then they just kind of kill you a little bit slower, but it's those stacks or whatnot of the E, I think it is, and the bomb.
Okay. And that's a good point, because the chest piece, which gives a 50% damage buff on the cloth, doesn't apply to the bomb. Is that correct? So the bomb would do similar damage in the plate, or?
Oh no, we should test that.
I'm actually not sure about that.
Renova, can you throw on plate if we give you some?
If it's
Just
T3
chest?
plate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just grab it off the auction if it's here.
I got some plate with me right now, tier 5.
It's just tier 3.
I have a tier 3 in the bank.
Oh,
Okay.
alright. That's
Okay, we'll just see what the difference is. That if there was any, the bomb was about 5 something, so we'll get that confirmed. Because there are certain things that are very good with the plate chest. Like we really dissuade people as a damage roll from using, from getting scared and using bad gear. That you do cloth for damage, you do plate for tanking, and the tanking should be up front, personal. You've seen the videos where. What does Flam call me? Leroy Jenkins. That's just why you're charging in just like 20 people. It's like, yep.
Now I remember the reason why people use the heavy plate for the 0.1 staff is because most of the damage is done from, I think it's the E, and you have to get in close to get it off. So you need the chest piece so that you don't basically get melted down trying to do it.
Okay. Okay, so I think this will be the last thing, and then we'll go PvP. If you want to get ready for gear, we'll have, I think, Renoa on Wild Staff Heals. We'll get one more on Holy Staff Heals. I think we'll have JD on Arcane. Grim as our both Peel and or Stun with the Quarterstaff. Do we have someone for Warbow as a Tackle?
Eric can go Warbow or healing stuff, holy stuff.
Yeah, Warbow it is for you then, thanks.
Okay.
Vera, probably either you can stay daggers, but then you'd be just an appeal roll in the back, or crossbow, of course, I have a bit of a love for.
I'd have to be daggers because I don't have crossbow.
Okay. I always thought about flanking with daggers, like have them sneak around and just charge into a back line. I wonder if that would ever work. Just try to burn down someone and somebody trying to be a light cloth nuker in the back or something.
Yeah, we've been using the cloth scythe for that a lot too, just burn down people that go in our back line, but I've been leaning more towards the crossbow spike just to be able to shoot into their back line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wrong. It's not the E. It's the Q. That's 3 seconds that you can spam, but it's got an 8-meter range. So in order to maximize damage, you got to spam the Q. So they go heavy chest plate, so they can survive enough to get in that close. but it would obviously lower the ultimate the damage. But
Better, Kimmy.
I got my T5 curse.
You're close. You want to remember to cast that Death's Curse second instead of the Q. Or I'm sorry, you want to cast the Death's Curse third. So you want to do the Q, and then the Death's Curse, and then the third Q after that. If you do it before, it'll wear off before the Death's Curse, so you'd have to cast a fourth.
Come here, I'm gonna kick your ass.
So 378 for the bomb there. Oh, the Qs just wore off.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah. Still respectable time. It's 30 seconds.
I don't know how that happened, Kim.
do you remember how long it was with the light chest?
20. Is I believe what it was, yeah. Okay.
That almost makes sense.
Yeah. I think we're probably good. Is there anything that anyone has a burning desire to test right now before? There will be some more testing tomorrow night first, and that'll be, we can do stuff on the test server where we can just check and actually fight each other, not just do this kind of testing. Okay, let's get out on the battlefield in PvP.